All right, good morning, everybody. Happy Independence Day. And here we have the long-awaited garden vlog that I've been promising for forever. The truth is, last year I barely gardened, much less vlogged about it, because I was so heartbroken over what that land scammer did to me. And for those of you who don't know, okay, I hired a guy to dig all the stuff that was growing out of this space, okay, including all this stuff along the walls, and fill in the low spots. And I'm thinking topsoil. I told him I'm going to put a garden here, right? You would think topsoil. But no, he dumped 6 inches of red clay into my garden spot. I mean, he had it up to the bottom rail of that fence. And I was just so heartbroken over it, I barely even gardened. So, but I wanted to show you what I've got going on here. This is my new bed that I just got filled today. Okay, that's where I'm going to put all those baby aromas. And this is one, I'm going to wait till it cools off to work on this one because it's just too hot. In fact, this vlog's probably going to be short because I'm already sweating. Okay. Then over here, I'm going to end up moving this bed down, probably down a little bit. Then digging all that red clay before I start filling it. Here are my zinnias. If you've read my blog, you've seen my struggles with these zinnias. Now, to be honest, the seed packet said 24 inches, not 7 feet. That's a 6-foot fence, by the way. And you can see they're above the fence. I had no idea they grow this big. Okay. This over here, there's my pepper bed. And I'm trying to be patient and not harvest them, but they are ready. Some of them are ready. I want to wait till they go completely red, because I've heard they have a different taste, a much sweeter, less peppery taste. And a marigold. On this side of this bed over here is cayenne peppers. Almost said chili peppers. These are cayenne. You can see I've got several that are almost ready to be picked. These over here, that was bachelor button. But I've trampled them to death trying to get these zinnias settled up. Here's my new beds. Now these are metal beds. And what I'm going to do, I haven't started filling this one yet because I want to move it out so that it's lined up with this one, right? So you can see it's got to be, you know, outside that fence post. After it cools off, I'm going to dig all this out, probably put a native perennials in this spot. I want this to be where my toads, uh-oh, I see some poison ivy. Better get that out. And then this over here, there's my French tarragon. This right here is Greek oregano and a marigold. Another marigold. These are peppers, cayenne peppers, that didn't fit in that other bed, so I just put them over here. Broadleaf sage, and lemon balm. And look under here, I've got poor marigold. I might try to transplant that into the other bed, because this lemon balm, I had no idea it would get this big. Right, and there's another pepper that I didn't have room for. These are green onions. That's all I have left. I'd actually bought some at the store. Actually, this is right here is grass. Let me pull this up. Rosemary and English thyme. And these right here are my composters. I put them out here so they could get that late afternoon sun, and the heat helps stuff compost faster. Well, at least that's what they say. Oh, look, who's napping over there? And this right here is my tomato and basil bed. I'm going to have to back up so you can see it. Again, I had no idea that basil would get so big. Right? As you can see, I've got marigolds in here. Basil and marigolds are some of the best companion plants to plant with tomatoes. That's what they say. Look. Wait, I hope I'm not moving too fast. I don't want to make you dizzy. Look, I'm getting some tomatoes. Over here, lots of tomatoes. And the plan to do these, with these, what do they do? I need to get that yellow leaf off of there, is to make tomato and basil soup. Okay. I keep saying okay because it's hot and my brain is baking. And you can see that little red thing in the back. That's an experiment. Okay, it's an earthworm tower. And here she comes to make sure. What do you hear? I saw it in a, there's a better shot of it. I saw it in a garden video. When you put it, fill it with organic matter and drill holes in it and the earthworms come. And again, this basil. I put too many basil plants in here because I had no idea they would get so big. You know, I call it a learning experience. And here's the fourth, hang on, of my 4x4 beds. That's all of these I'm going to put. In fact, other than replacing these wooden beds when they start to rot, I'm going to replace them with the metal beds. But other than that, I think I'm done with putting beds in the garden. All right, look at all these peppers. Some of my poor little marigolds are struggling. Something's eating them. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my little garden tour. It's still a work in progress, so be kind in your criticism. And I'm going to go inside into the air conditioner. I'll talk to you later.